In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader, switching spots. You saw it happen here first. It is Friday night, and we've got two people in the house to start off the stream. Hello, two people. Who's in the house? We got Kenton and Cameron. I think two people from the dojo, two people from the Danger Close Alpha. We appreciate you guys being here. We're super excited about tonight. We're gonna have some fun. Miguel, what is on the podium, sir?
Bruh. So it's not an April Fool's joke, but I told you so. They're coming for your privacy. Europe is making the lead away on that, and they're taking the charge on taking your privacy away when it comes to crypto. On top of that, we've also got OpenSea's now letting you buy NFTs with your credit card. So be very careful, you degens, before you go.
That's right.
Bankrupt.
Right. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Make sure you follow. Do all the things. Subscribe. Hey, jump into the Discord, guys. Hold on a second. Let me. Miguel, can no, I can't do it on here. Can I do a bloop? Just a bloop? No.
Bro.
All right. I can't do it. But let me just say, we have a piece of art for the NFT that is in black and white right now. And guys, it was literally everything we wanted, and then like a whole lot more. So, man, just freaking pumped. Just stand by. It's supposed to be in color tonight, right? So if you're not in the Discord yet, you need to jump in there because you're going to see some art.
You're going to see it before anybody else, right? So if you really want to see this art, you really want to see what this project is going to be all about, you'll know the utility from the art itself. It's going to be fire.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fire. So make sure you guys check that out. Obviously, follow all our socials, guys. We've got all the, our Twitter. We've got our Twitter for Danger Close Alpha. You guys, if you look below the video, you can figure out what we are doing. But without further ado, let's get into it. So let's do let's do
market overwatch.
Let's do OpenSea. Yeah.
Market overwatch. Come on.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is exploding.
Yeah. Let's do that first. All right. So today's cryptocurrency prices by market cap, up or down, I should say. Let me double check this. Hold on. There it is. Up 2.36. I knew it was up. I was like, wait a minute. Up 2.36% to 2.14 trillion with the T dollars. We got Bitcoin leading the way, 46,278, up about 1.3%. ETH, my girl, banging, up almost 5%, 11% on the week. Tether holding strong at $1. BNB, we've been having fun with a little BNB recently this evening. Oh, that's a whole nother story. $444. USDC. Hey, we've been messing around with some USDC tonight too. Solana, XRP, Cardano, Terra, and Avalanche rounding out the top 10. Guys on the week, 15%, 17%, 6%, 38%. Good gracious sakes alive. The market is pumping. Miguel, real quick, before we dive into the articles, I just wanted to ask you, when I look at this week being, or this coming week being the Bitcoin conference, which, by the way, guys, all caps Debate Crypto, if you guys want to go, 20% off, you still can grab tickets. I think there's going to be like 25,000 people there. I genuinely believe that there has to be some sort of manipulation to lead up to because it's the biggest conference of the year, and they need hype, right? Everybody doesn't want to go there like, oh yeah, prices are down.
Bitcoin's down 30% right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that it makes a lot of sense. Are you of the same opinion, or?
I think it's very possible. I think the same thing happened with the Coinbase IPO. They pumped the Bitcoin. Coinbase IPO'd shortly after that, about a month. Bitcoin crashed, right? Yeah. Definitely not a coincidence at all that is happening. So I think with this conference coming up literally in 5 days, there's absolutely no way that this conference is going to pop off with Bitcoin going on the way down, right? It's definitely going to be at least going green and on the way up. So I believe it. Yep.
I totally agree. Let's get into it. So let's start off with OpenSea. OpenSea enables NFT purchases with credit cards and Apple Pay. You'll no longer need any crypto to buy an NFT on OpenSea, a move that could bring in more newcomers to the NFT space. Buyers on OpenSea, one of the world's leading marketplaces for non-fungible tokens, can soon pay for their NFTs with a credit card, debit card, or Apple Pay without having any cryptocurrency. The move comes through a partnership with MoonPay, a fintech player that builds payment infrastructure in the crypto space, which announced the news Friday morning. MoonPay is also the company that has worked with so many celebrities to facilitate their Bored Ape NFT purchases. The move is likely aimed at bringing in more mainstream buyers, similar to the strategy NBA Top Shot took when it was red hot 1 year ago. It also comes during a busy time for OpenSea, which has made its fair share of crypto headlines in the recent months. Short and sweet. And Miguel, I think that there's two sides to this one, man. Let me explain the first side and you tell me the other side of it. Let's start off with the bad. The bad side is we are actively saying, hey, you don't need to learn about crypto. You don't need to understand what's going on. All you need to do is understand that your credit card will work. So why do I need crypto? And essentially, I think that's what I don't like about this. It just says, hey, be lazy. You can get involved in the NFT space and be lazy. But I would be lying if I said that I wouldn't be happy for people to buy our NFTs if they could with a credit card, because the reality is people are lazy, man. They just are. They're lazy. They don't want to understand how to do it.
I mean, outside of the laziness, though, the thing that I would say is that being in the NFT space is a whole nother world than the crypto space.
Yeah.
I would think it's the exact same thing, right? If you're crypto, you're in NFTs, and you're in NFTs, you know about crypto. But we've had conversations with people that are heavily into NFTs, and they're like, yeah, I don't know anything about Ethereum. I don't know anything about any of the cryptos. I just know that I need Ethereum to buy my NFT, and then I got my NFT, and that's all I care about. That thing is just literally for gas fees, for transactions. I don't know anything about the technology. I don't know what IP 1559 is. I don't know what proof of stake is. I don't know what proof of work is. I don't know how Ethereum works at all, right? And it's kind of like the US dollar. Nobody knows how money and fiat works and how it gets created and inflated and all what they just know. If I show up somewhere, I can buy things with this.
That's right.
Right. So the NFT space is somewhat like that too. And now that we're jumping into the NFT space, it's like, hey, we're coming from the crypto world. You think the NFT space would be an easy bridge to cross over, but it's almost like starting all over again. It's like we have never been creating content at all, and it's like, wait a minute, now we have to like reintroduce ourselves and create this whole new persona into the NFT space, because the NFT world does not know who DebateCrypto is, does not know anything about crypto in most regards, right? It's generalization, though.
I remember having the conversation you're talking about, and we were like amazed. I was like, wait a minute. You're into these NFTs heavy, right? I'm not going to say who it was, but you're into these NFTs heavy, and you genuinely couldn't explain Ethereum to me even on a basic level. Nope, just know that that's what I need to buy the NFTs that I want to buy, so I figured out how to use it. And that right there also states it's like there's good in it from the standpoint that like the mainstream side of this is coming to fruition, but it seems to me like the mainstream side of this is trying to take over the crypto side of this and say, hey, well, hold on a second. Come on over here. I'm going to make this a little bit easier for you. You don't need to learn anything. Don't get too familiar. And so that's what concerns me. I don't want people to continually be able to be lazy and never get into the crypto space. I do, however, think that the crypto space is going to get more and more easy, and you and I are going to be not the norm. Like what we were doing before the show, bridging coins and making these moves, not normal, dude. Most people would be like, what in the hey, even me for a second, I was like, wait a minute. Why is that? Why is this transaction? Oh, you know what I mean? There's questions there where it just sometimes it's not fully intuitive. So I do like the idea behind it, but overall, I'm kind of worried that it's going.
I definitely agree that if we keep heading in the direction that we're going, we're moving away from being our own banks, from decentralization, and making things so easy, so simple. Kind of like keep it simple, stupid, right? For people, just for the convenience factor, that we're going to be giving up the be your own bank power for the convenience, and we're going to be moving into a whole different space that the NFT world wasn't. I mean, not the NFT, the crypto world was not really meant to be in, and we're going to maybe just give it all up just for the convenience of using blockchain technology. But I feel personally that to give all that up just to be on the blockchain is not worth it, right? We're on the blockchain because we are trying to get financial freedom and becoming our own banking system away from the traditional system. Not, this is just a new currency that I use, but I have no real control or any ownership of anything.
Well, speaking of the traditional system, let's talk about it. EU Parliament passes privacy-busting crypto rules despite industry criticism. Lawmakers are set to end even the smallest anonymous crypto transactions and plan measures that could see unregulated exchanges cut off. European Union lawmakers voted today in favor of controversial measures to outlaw anonymous crypto transactions, a move the industry said would stifle innovation and invade privacy. More than 90 lawmakers voted in favor of the proposal, according to documents seen by CoinDesk. The proposals are intended to extend anti-money laundering, which is AML, requirements that apply to conventional payments over 1,000 euros to the crypto sector. They also scrap the floor for crypto payments, so payers and recipients of even the smallest crypto transactions would need to be identified, including for transactions with unhosted or self-hosted wallets. Further measures under discussion could see unregulated crypto exchanges cut off from the conventional financial system. National government said in December they wanted to scrap the 1,000 euro threshold for crypto on the basis that digital payments can easily circumvent the limit and to include private wallets that aren't operated by regulated crypto asset providers. Members of the center-right European People's Party opposed many of the more controversial changes, condemning what they called a de facto ban of self-hosted wallets. Miguel, my initial thoughts on this are that they are actively pressing and holding down the crypto space under the guise, and that's all it is. It is a mystique, an idea, a fake. It's a lie that this is all about money laundering. Let's be fair, Miguel. I have the majority of my assets, and I know you do too, on hardware wallets, right? Now, whether they got lost in a boating accident or not, I'm not sure. But the reality is you have to be able to off-ramp the assets, right? But just making an exchange in between, the idea that I need to KYC, what if I am what if I'm somebody like myself, like a big shot, right? Okay, well, at any rate, that was fun. I thought it was funny, but I mean, bro, I'm going to be driving a Lambo down in freaking Miami. So let's just, you know what I mean? Stepped up my game.
I mean, a lot of Balseros drive Lambos too, so.
That's an inside joke. Sorry, guys. Okay. But in any event, what I'm getting at is, what if I want to make an anonymous transaction? That doesn't mean that there's a lot of people that buy things with cash that don't want to swipe their card for just privacy. Like, why can we not have any privacy? The reality is, to get to the point where you're genuinely off-ramping and going to fiat, if that's what you're trying to do, prior to the whole world going full-on crypto, if we ever get there, that will be when we no longer need, the traditional financial system. But right now, I had to off-ramp some fiat yesterday, right? I had to off-ramp 2 fiat yesterday to make some transactions, right? I paid a ridiculous amount in fees, but whatever. Listen, the exchange knew who I was at that point. So I feel like they're not seeing the big picture, that if they want to get to actual cash, if that's the goal, the exchanges know who they are.
Yes, the exchanges know you are, right? And it's fine. You're going to have to maybe hit some level of centralization at some point for off-ramping and on-ramping, right? That's just going to have to be an evil that we deal with, right? But once you move off these centralized exchanges and you're in your MetaMask and you're, doing peer-to-peer transactions and you're on decentralized exchanges, making whatever it is that you're doing, there's no reason to be KYCing and to be tracking everybody down to, whitelist. Because this goes back to what we talk about whitelisting, right? They're going to start saying, hey, on decentralized exchanges, you can't off-ramp from the exchange unless that wallet that you're going to is a whitelisted address that we know either you're the owner or your friend that's a contact on your phone is the owner of that wallet. We need to know where that money is going. And they won't let you send it to just anywhere or anyone unless they're whitelisted, right? What happened with Crypto.com a few weeks ago? Literally trying to send me like $9 in Crow. And, and Crypto.com said, well, we're going to have to wait 24 hours before we can send it to this address.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Right now, it's not whitelisting. It's not privacy, but there's a reason for that. They're starting to put the pieces together and start priming you, saying you just can't send it whenever you want right off the centralized exchange into the oblivion, into the decentralized evil dark world out there, right?
Yeah.
And that is the problem. They're trying to remove privacy from the average consumer under the guise of protection against money.
So how do we fight back?
Money laundering.
So how do we fight back?
Never go on centralized exchanges. Decentralized only.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, unless everyone is operating in a manner that's just straight crypto, you at some point you reach an impasse where
of what?
If you have to go, if you have
off ramp,
off
ramp, never, never off ramp, ever. You hold the line, right?
Diamond hand, baby.
It's like the Spartans. There is no retreat. There is no surrender, right? You hold the line. There will be few versus many. And that will be the story forever, and that will change the history.
Hey, Miguel, can we talk about? We need to talk about something real quick. So I want to bring something up. So Sean, first of all, bro, I want to tell you, hopefully face. If you're listen, if you're listening, if you're watching, I want to applaud you, Sean. Okay, so let me give you the slow clap. Okay, Miguel calls me this morning, and he's like, bro, I can't tell you the whole conversation, but he's like, bro, freaking New World, Sean, our boy, like because dude, we love you, bro. You're always sharing our stuff and this, that, and the third. But he's like, are you watching what's happening in the Discord? And I was like, no, dude, I'm running it around. I haven't seen it. What's up? And basically to sum it up, he tells me, you will not believe where Sean's essentially his loyalties lie and what he believes is good for the crypto space, talking about basically governmental control and just, the conversation that you guys had. But he was dead set that you believed this, right?
Yeah, bro. You got me, bro. You got me good. I mean,
you got him freaking good, dude. He had a full-on conversation with me about, bro, I can't believe this man thinks like this. I'm really sad. I really like him too. Dude, I applaud you.
Dude, he got me, bro. Fabulous. He got me. The way he did it was perfect too, with the encoded April.
Oh yeah, what did he do again? Explain to the group.
He encoded April Fools under every statement he was saying in binary zeros and ones, right? And I wasn't paying attention to the zeros and ones because I was distracted doing other things. And then I was reading the messages and replying as quickly as I can to get to the other thing that I was doing.
Yeah.
And then eventually I started noticing, and then he eventually shoots a message like, pay attention to those zeros and ones. I translate it into, regular text, and I'm like,
yeah,
damn, April Fools.
I saw the very first message, and when I first read it, I remember because I was running around. I think I was like, nah, I read that wrong. Like, that's not what he said. Like, I remember kind of reading it and being like, nah, that doesn't sound, and then just boom, moving on.
But I just want to say,
it's funny
what he said in the Discord, right? That chat, those are valid points from that side.
Oh, from their side of things.
From their side of the fence, right? Obviously, he doesn't believe it, right? He was trolling me for April Fools, but those will be the argument points, right? The protection of the average investor, right? The world, the world of crypto is a wild, wild west that is just chaos and anarchy, right? You need to protect these people. And there needs to be order in these transactions. There needs to be, make sure that everybody is a legitimate player, and that, everything needs to be vetted before these protocols are released. And the government needs to control these tech companies in these ways and only allow X, Y, and Z from happening, all under the disguise of protection, right? The same way that they argue that the war on drugs and that the war on terrorism was to protect you, and all it did was cause more terrorism and more drug use and more drug, transport around the world or whatever. It's the same argument. It's going to create more of what they're trying to fight, but it's only gonna benefit them in a way, right? That's how they get their hands and get a slice for themselves. Versus if they just don't go to war with it, then they never benefit from it. So those are legitimate arguments, though, from their side.
It's scary what's ultimately being proposed and what's happening, and I think part of it all is that people don't understand and aren't taking the time to understand the reality of what lies underneath the surface. It's like, hey, I see on the top layer that it's, this is pink. So everything's got to be pink, right? Well, no, you pull the freaking sand back and you're like, wait a minute, this is something totally different underneath. And that's exactly what's happening. They're hiding under this top layer of, hey, this is for your good. This is for your protection. You know, this is for the people, when the reality is you dig a little bit and you find out differently. It's scary.
Yep.
Cameron said government is great at taking a little privacy. Once they take a little, you'll never get that back. We need to fight back against this tyranny. I agree with you, 100%. Cameron, for sure. So, Crypto fam, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We know you could be out having some crazy fun. It's Friday night, but here's what you need to do. Everybody in here, make sure you're in the Discord. The Discord link is down below the video. We are about to drop a little example of the art. And again, if you weren't in here already, I'm telling you right now, we hired literally, like, we can't tell you yet, but we hired somebody that not only was like an artist. Originally, we had an artist that I knew from around here, like somebody that I know, and we pivoted. It cost us some money, that's for sure, but we pivoted, and oh my gosh, am I glad that we took that step. He is phenomenal, and he works for someone that would tell you, when we do tell you that, you know, you'll know why he's phenomenal.
You'll know why. Exactly right. So if you want to get that sneak peek of what the art is, you know, cooking up to look like, definitely be jumping into the Discord tonight, because we're going to be dropping that, guys.
That's right.
Get ready, because it's going to come in hot.
It is going to come in hot. So question everything. Trust nothing.
That's my line, bro. That's my line.
Let's try this again. Question. Oh, hold on a second. Crypto fam, we love you guys. Follow all the socials. Make sure you smash the like. Let's have a good night. Everybody be safe, please. It's on my mind right now. If you guys are going out and doing something tonight, be safe. If you're going to the Bitcoin conference next week, let's have some fun. Make sure you come up and say hello to Miguel and I. We would love to see you. We'd love to meet you. Make sure you do that. But until then, question everything.
Trust nothing.
And hodl
like it's hot, baby.
We'll see you soon.